Nouns. This is the demonstration video for identifying nouns in sentences. Remember that a noun is the name of a person, place, thing, or idea. Here are some examples of persons, places, things, or ideas, and you would have seen these in the instructional video. Take note that some of them are capitalized, and that's because there are two types of nouns, proper nouns and common nouns. Proper nouns, because they are titled or specific, will be capitalized. Let's work on identifying nouns. Remember that you're looking for people, places, things, or ideas. When I went to class, I had the worst headache, and I told Mr. Jackson that I would be going home. So read the sentence. Try to identify objects, ideas, people, places, and then you will find your nouns. I will read it again, and as I read it, this time I will highlight the nouns, and hopefully you will be finding them as well. When I went to class, I had the worst headache, and I told Mr. Jackson that I would be going home. So I found class, headache, Mr. Jackson, and home. There is one proper noun here, and that is Mr. Jackson. Happiness is all around me. This sentence might give you some trouble, and that's because the only noun we have is happiness. Happiness is an idea. This is not a noun that we can see or touch, but this is an abstract idea. So happiness is acting as a noun here. Next, the car sped through the yellow light, and the officer turned on his lights. Car, light, officer, and lights. Hopefully in these three examples, these nouns stood out for you. We have items, we have people, we have places, we have ideas. Let's try some more. I went to the store and bought bread and butter. The store would be a place, and bread and butter would be things. Lady Gaga is an unusual artist, and she is known around the world. Lady Gaga is a proper noun, a person. Artist is also a person, and the world is a thing. Next, we have reading is a great way to escape reality for a little while. This sentence has some tricky ones in it. Reading here is actually a noun. Remember that some ing words can act as nouns depending on how we use them. So this might be difficult because oftentimes you think to read, that's an action. But in this case, the act of reading becomes an idea and it is a noun. Way, that's a thing, an idea. Reality, also another idea. And this is a time. So we also have another noun here. And while we cannot see this, while, it is a noun, and it actually had a clue because we had an article that introduced it. And finally, have you ever seen New York City at night? New York City is a proper noun, and night is also a noun. On a final note, remember, nouns are people, places, things, or ideas. Ideas will be the most difficult nouns to recognize. They cannot be physically seen or touched as people or objects or places, but they are still things, quote unquote. They are abstract, not concrete nouns. This concludes our video on identifying nouns.